Hello and welcome back in. So as you can see, we're not playing Pokemon Yellow right now. This is not going to be a series that will replace Pokemon Yellow. It's just something I'm going to do as an extra video each day on the weekends, just to, have a little bit of change of pace. And what I want to do is go through Pokemon Stadium. So we have the Gym Leader Castle and the stadium itself. I do intend to go through all of it. As you can see, I have already beat everything. I thought about resetting my save data, but then I'd lose the Dodrio Game Tower, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, we got the Poke Cup, the Petite Cup, Pika Cup, and the Prime Cup. I do intend to go through all of those, again, on the weekends, a little bit at a time. It seems like the best way to divide all this up is to go 4 battles at a time, and then I'll just put out a video, and you'll see as we go. So if this is a series that you are enjoying, don't forget to let me know, as always, through the likes, comments, things like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through the Gym Leader Castle, and there's a couple reasons that I decided to do this and how I'm gonna do it. So for the Gym Leader Castle, I'm gonna go through each one of these. There's 4 battles per gym, but what I'm gonna do is, as I go through this, I'm basically gonna give myself a couple different rules. The first one is that I can only use the Pokemon available up until that point in the Generation 1 Game Boy games for each gym. So for Brock, I'd only have access to anything that I would be able to get up to that point. The other rule is I have to treat all of the Pokemon like they are traded to me, so I can't have anything beyond, say, level 30 between Misty and Erica. Once I get to Erica, then I can go up to level 50, that kind of thing. So with those couple rules in mind, I'm gonna go create a team here, and then when I come back, I will show you what exactly it is that I'm gonna be starting the Gym Leader Castle with. Okay, so now I've made my team. It's about to show up here, and as you can see, I'm only using Pokemon that would be available in the first 3 generations to a player right out of the gate. So, or why not? So, I've chosen Charmander, Spearow, and Rattata to start off. And this is just to kind of create a little bit of extra challenge in the first few gyms of Gym Leader Castle. It's generally not too difficult till you get to the later gyms, just like you would find in the Game Boy games. So I just wanted to do something a little bit extra rather than just load up on a whole bunch of your key Pokemon like Tauros and Dragonite and things like that. So yeah, I think that'll add a little extra challenge to going through the Gym Leader Castle. I may opt to go with a cartridge team once I get to the Elite Four. I haven't decided on that one yet though, but I should be able to get through the bulk of the Gym Leader Castle just using rentals. And this first battle is going to show exactly what I mean. Like, I don't think Charmander's going to have any problem getting through this first trainer. Oh, and of course, as I say that, there's a confusion. So that's always fun. But yeah, so this is a game, this is actually the Pokemon game I grew up playing the most. I didn't have a transfer pack at the time. The transfer pack or cartridges I was missing, I never had both at the same time as a kid, which was really odd. So I had to get used to using rental Pokemon, and so yeah, this is kind of how I learned how to play Pokemon, through Stadium. As I've gotten older, obviously, I've figured the game out a little bit more, and I've unlocked round 2, so I will show everything off up to that point. I don't know if I will do round 2. I'm kind of humming and hawing about that. There is a definite noticeable spike in difficulty from round 1 to round 2, so yeah, that could be a factor. But yeah, so as we can see, this first battle, all I needed was Charmander, and there was really not much to it. As you get further along, it obviously will get more difficult, and you can't just plan in Gym Leader Castle for the gym leader as you know them. So like Brock uses rock types, Misty water types. The gym is the other trainers in the gym are going to encompass trainers found in the area as well. And with things like youngsters and stuff like that, they kind of have wildcard teams, so you gotta kind of be ready for a little bit of everything. And we have our first win. Okay, and now that we're going into battle number 2, I'm going to lead off with Butterfree because it does have, actually, I believe Psychic as opposed to Confusion. So that'll help with all the poison types that this trainer has. So yeah, again, if you were planning for just a rock gym, then you'd have only water and grass types, and the first few trainers you would likely really struggle with. So yeah, just keep that in mind as we go through this. But yeah, anything that I have access to, like I said, in this case up to Brock, I gave myself free access to, regardless of the version. Now, obviously, like there's things like, oh well, you could trade with your buddy and everything. So the intention is it's whatever you can catch without the need of another cartridge. So, and again, this first gym, it's obviously going to be more of like a tutorial, get your feet wet with it. But if you know your type matchups and stuff like that, even Butterfree and Charmander, Rattata are going to be just fine to get you through the first couple. Oh, that's not going to do much of anything at all. Yeah, this is just going to be a whole lot of, okay, well, I know which attack works best, and we just kind of go through it. I can't remember how difficult Brock himself is. I know that in Pokemon Stadium 2, there was a noticeable spike in difficulty with the gyms, especially once you got to Jasmine. But I don't think that was as much the case in this game. And just like every other Zubat, you just hit it with a Psychic, and that takes down the poison types. Critical hit on top of it, and down she goes. So that's another win for us. The one thing to keep in mind with Gym Leader Castle, there are no continues or extra lives that you can earn by keeping all of your Pokemon from fainting. So yeah, I don't really need to worry about that so much. I don't have to worry about if Pokemon faint at all. Okay, so coming into this one, I've opted to lead off with Squirtle because the obvious one there is that there was a few ground types and rock types. The other advantage is that Squirtle has Blizzard, so with rentals in this game, it's usually your weaker Pokemon will have better moves, the stronger Pokemon will have weaker moves to balance them off a little bit. This was also to encourage players getting the cartridges and making their own teams. So yeah, there's the whole like 2 versions of a Game Boy game and just interactivity and things like that. This is something that Game Freak has done very well for a very long time. And I feel like I could be in trouble here. Oh yeah, I am definitely in trouble here. Oh, fly. That's not good. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I wasn't expecting it to lead off with Farfetch'd, so this may be... I believe... Yeah, it's going to be faster than Squirtle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Rattata. If I send Butterfree out, that fly is gonna really hurt. See, the problem with Farfetch'd is it's not very good long term, but early game it can be really good because it's got decent stats to start, but then gets outclassed quickly. So, oh geez, and go with Super Fang. I was gonna say Rattata has to be faster than... It missed? What is this? Oh, this is unbelievable. Okay, so this Farfetch'd is kind of making me eat my own words so far. Oh yeah, that's gonna knock me out. Yeah, Farfetch'd is fast enough that a high critical hit, or a high critical hit ratio is going to be very detrimental. Maybe Butterfree can save this out. I don't think Squirtle's got enough defense to survive a slash. And now we'll go with Psychic. So the problem is if I lose one of these battles along the way, yeah, of course, it has to have a high enough special stat that... Yeah, so Farfetch'd is fast enough. It's basically going to critical hit every single time. So I basically have to account for that always. The other thing is, I can't remember if this was fixed in this game or not, but in the Generation 1 cartridge games, if you get a critical hit, that overrides all stat changes. So whether an attack's been lowered or a defense has been raised, it'll ignore all of that altogether. So that's obviously hugely problematic. And that is Doug Trio. You're killing me here. Yeah, it's gonna slash and crit. Oh, Mimic. Okay, Psychic isn't the end of the world. Doug Trio doesn't have a very good special stat to begin with, and Butterfree will be able to resist Psychic. Oh, there's Hyper Beam. I'm done for. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there we go. On the critical hit. All I got is my lowly Squirtle, and Doug Trio was the one thing I was really worried about, so... I guessed C, but... Oh, it does have to recharge. So in the Game Boy games, which in definitely Red and Blue, but I can't remember if Yellow was the case or not as well. But in Red and Blue, if you fainted something with a Hyper Beam, you didn't need to recharge. It was, I believe, a coding error that got fixed after the fact. And Geodude, so this actually is quite advantageous. Surf is going to be 4 times effective, and Squirtle is definitely faster than Geodude, so I do survive that battle. So that was a lot of friction right out of the gate, so I mean, that's kind of nice. And we have win number, I believe that was 3. I'm not imagining things. And yeah, I'll see you when we start the battle against Brock. Okay, so now that we're about to take on Brock, I've started out with Squirtle, I added Butterfree and Rattata. So Onix is the big problem in this battle because Onix is very fast. He is very, very fast. So you have to be careful with him getting the jump on you, especially with attacks like Bind. It won't do very much, but over the course of many turns, the damage will add up very quickly. So basically what you're going to be relying on if Onix does get the bind on you is... Oh. Okay, or he could just end his own bind. Ah, it's Ammonite. Ah. You know what? I'm going to see if I can dig. Ammonite's really fast, so... Oh. Okay. Apparently not faster than Squirtle. I mean, Surf wouldn't have done a whole lot, but Ammonite's got a pretty reasonable special stats, so... And the fun thing is, once you get to the gym leader, they do have logic built in, so they definitely start to tinker, and they are not shy about swapping out if they need to or something like that. So I wish that had done just a little bit more damage. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Yeah, we'll go with the swap out to Butterfree. I'm hoping its special stats high enough to withstand a Surf pretty good. The nice thing with Butterfree is it has Mega Drain, so that'll be really effective on everything Brock has. So it really doesn't matter what he would switch out to. Ammonite, it's going to be 4 times effective, so... not quite enough. Ice Beam. Yikes! Don't freeze. Critical hit. Man, this gym is brutal for critical hits. Like, I don't think I've ever seen... You know what? It's going to be odd. But I'm gonna switch to Rattata, not because I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna say Super Fang will do that 10 damage that I need. Oh, it only did 5. Oh no. See, what I was hoping for in that instance was oh, ouch. What I was hoping for in that instance was that Super Fang was going to do enough. And then when it swapped in whatever Brock swapped into, I was going to get the free Super Fang. Oh. I just realized I used Super Fang, not Hyper Fang. That's the one I needed. That's okay. We can just go with a Seismic Toss because it's fixed damage. Cubone. Yikes. I hope Cubone's not faster than Squirtle. And I guess I'll just swing away. Okay, as long as Squirtle is faster. The thing that I have to keep in mind is Onix will be coming back out, and Onix is definitely faster than Squirtle. And if Onix happens to... Yeah. Oh. Killing me here. Yeah, you know, I just gotta stick with Surf, and all I'm hoping for is that Bind at some point misses. Unfortunately, it's a relatively accurate move, and yeah, with Onix being faster, like, oh yeah, so that is so weird. I don't know why I would have swapped right there. Okay, well. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, so the AI's kind of going through a loop right now. Yeah, so now that I'm going to hit Onix with a solid Surf, I think, yeah, I think what the AI was trying to do was prevent me from getting a solid hit. Obviously, all it takes was actually just hitting Onix, and yeah, so I am completely okay with the fact that I just won that because of bad AI, because that went sideways so fast for me in a way I was not accounting for. And we're going to ignore the fact that I used Super Fang instead of Hyper Fang like I should have, and I wouldn't have been in this mess. But yeah, with that, we have now completed Brock in the Gym Leader Castle. So we're going to continue doing this. I'll go through one gym each weekend day, so Saturday, Sunday. And yeah, once we're done Gym Leader Castle, we'll move over to the actual stadium. If you did like the video, don't forget to drop a like. And if you want to see the rest of the series as it comes out, don't forget to subscribe on your way over to your next video. Let me know what you guys think, if there's any Pokemon you'd like to see at some point that I could showcase, because through most of this I should be able to be pretty flexible with my team. And yeah, see if we can make some fun out of this. So until the next one, thank you and all the best.